Seneca once conveyed the wisdom, begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. Seneca's reminder emphasizes that every day is a unique lifetime in itself. As one day draws to a close, it presents us with an opportunity to conclude its chapter with introspection and grace. Today, we will explore 7 Stoic lessons aimed at concluding our day with mindfulness, grounding ourselves, and preparing for the gift of a new day that lies ahead. It's essential to remember that while each lesson holds its own value, the key is to identify those that resonate with you and incorporate them into your nightly routine as you see fit, shaping them to align with your personal journey. Before we delve into these lessons, I kindly ask you to show your support by liking this video. Your support allows me to continue spreading the teachings of Stoic philosophy. If you haven't already, I recommend subscribing to our channel and enabling notifications so you never miss an update. Lesson number 1, reflecting on the day's action. This isn't just a mental exercise, it's a transformative ritual. It's an ancient Stoic practice that combines introspection with intention, creating a bridge between who we were today and who we aspire to be tomorrow. Every day presents us with a multitude of choices, each one adding a stroke to the canvas of our life. When we engage in reflection, we're not merely revisiting these choices. We're stepping into the shoes of an observer, seeking to understand the motives behind our actions and the ripples they create. Consider a simple interaction, like a conversation with a colleague. Through the lens of reflection, we can dissect this exchange. Were our words driven by genuine interest or mere obligation? Did we listen to understand or just to respond? This level of self-assessment can unveil deeply ingrained behavioral patterns, some of which we may have been unaware of. Now, let's shift our focus to more significant events. Perhaps we faced a challenging decision at work or had a disagreement at home. Reflecting on these scenarios enables us to discern whether our responses were rooted in ego, emotion, or equanimity. Were we seeking validation, or were we genuinely concerned about the greater good? Yet, reflection goes beyond the identification of virtues and vices. It's a portal to deeper self-knowledge. By understanding our actions, we peel back the layers of our psyche, uncovering fears, desires, biases, and beliefs that influence our choices. For instance, if we found ourselves avoiding a particular task, was it due to genuine concerns or an underlying fear of failure? If we reacted defensively in an argument, was it about the actual issue, or did a past experience trigger our response? Incorporating this practice into our nightly routine holds profound implications. It allows us to wake up each day with a clear understanding of ourselves and a roadmap for personal growth. We become proactive architects of our character, rather than passive recipients of external influences. Lesson number 2, prepare for tomorrow's challenges. This isn't about trying to predict every possible obstacle or filling your mind with dread about the unknown. Instead, it's about mentally arming yourself to confront whatever may come your way, anchoring yourself in Stoic resilience. The Stoics introduced us to the concept of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. It's a technique where you visualize potential challenges, not to foster anxiety, but to reduce the shock of adversity and construct a mental framework for dealing with difficulties. As Seneca wisely said, what is quite unlooked for is more crushing in its effect, and unexpectedness adds to the weight of a disaster. By preparing our minds in advance, we're less likely to be shaken when confronted with challenges. Think about your upcoming day. Maybe there's a challenging presentation, a difficult conversation, or a looming decision. Take a moment the night before to imagine these scenarios. Walk through them in your mind, not just focusing on the events themselves, but also on your reactions, emotions, and potential responses. Consider worst-case scenarios, but more importantly, envision how you would handle them with grace, composure, and stoic calm. For instance, if you're concerned about a disagreement during an upcoming meeting, shift your focus from the conflict to your response. How can you remain grounded to keep the conversation productive and avoid personal disputes? By visualizing your composed demeanor and thoughtful responses, you're mentally rehearsing, ensuring you're better prepared when the real challenge arises. It's also valuable to reflect on the Stoic principle that we control our reactions, even when we can't control events. If you anticipate a potential setback, like a project delay or an unforeseen obstacle, remind yourself of the Stoic wisdom. It's not events that upset us, but our judgment about them. Equip yourself with a mindset that views setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. By making this mental preparation a nightly ritual, you're actively shaping your responses, ensuring that even amidst unexpected turbulence, you remain resolute, unshaken, and grounded in Stoic wisdom. Preparing for tomorrow's challenges is less about predicting every twist and turn and more about fortifying yourself with the mental strength and flexibility to navigate any path that unfolds. Lesson number 3, expressing gratitude. As the night approaches and the world begins to embrace its quiet stillness, our Stoic journey guides us towards one of the most profound human experiences, gratitude. It's more than just saying thank you. It's a philosophical perspective, a way of viewing the world and our role within it. Gratitude is like a lighthouse in the vast ocean of existence. In this ocean, storms of discontent and waves of desire often threaten to steer us off course. But this beacon of thankfulness helps us navigate, serving as a compass that points towards contentment. It encourages us to find richness and simplicity in the immaterial aspects of life. Consider Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, who started his days with a simple question: what am I thankful for today? Despite his power and prestige, this humble ritual grounded him. As he reflected on his day in the evening, the tapestry of his gratitude grew richer, filled with both grand gestures and quiet moments. Now, think about the impact of this practice in our daily whirlwind of activities. It's easy to get caught up in what we lack, what went wrong, or what could be better. Yet, every day presents us with countless gifts: the melody of morning birds, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, the infectious laughter of a loved one, or simply the act of breathing and being alive. Amidst the grand theater of existence, challenge yourself each evening to go beyond the obvious. Dive deeper into the reservoirs of your experiences. Did you notice the interplay of shadows and light on the walls during sunset? Or the rhythmic beating of your heart, a tireless symphony of life? Maybe there was an unexpected message from an old friend, or the discovery of a song that touched your soul. Incorporating this expansive view of gratitude into your nightly ritual transforms not only your perspective, but the very essence of your being. You cease to be a passive observer in life's theater and become an active seeker, constantly on the lookout for moments of wonder, joy, and thankfulness. As the days turn into weeks and the weeks into months, This enriched perspective becomes an integral part of who you are. The world around you changes, and challenges become adventurous journeys. Mistakes become valuable lessons adorned with wisdom, and life, with all its unpredictability, becomes a ceaseless dance of precious moments, each deserving of your gratitude. So, as you lay down each night, let your heart overflow with thankfulness. Let it reverberate with the countless joys, both monumental and minuscule, that the day has offered you. In the grand narrative of Stoicism, gratitude isn't merely an action. It's an art, a way of painting your life with hues of contentment, wonder, and unwavering appreciation. Lesson number 4, reading from Stoic texts. Under the gentle, silvery glow of the moon, there exists a ritual that has fortified seekers of wisdom for centuries: the act of reading Stoic texts. This is not merely a habit. It's an immersive communion with some of the keenest minds that have ever graced our world. Stoic literature is more than words on paper. It's a treasure trove of life's deepest secrets. These texts, penned by thinkers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, carry within them the distilled essence of human experience and understanding. Reading them nightly is akin to engaging in a philosophical dialogue where timeless wisdom is shared one passage at a time. Imagine yourself sitting by a warm fireplace, and across from you is Seneca, speaking about the nature of life and time. He might remind you, life, if you know how to use it, is long. How often do we lament the lack of time when, in fact, it's our mismanagement or lack of mindfulness that eludes us? Such insights, when contemplated at night, can shape our actions and perspectives for the days to come. Or perhaps you stumble upon Marcus Aurelius's intimate musings in his meditations. It's as if you're peeking into the personal journal of a Roman emperor who, despite his immense power, grappled with the same human concerns we all do. One evening you might read, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." In a world where pettiness and animosity can be rampant, what a powerful reminder it is to uphold our dignity and integrity every night. As you open these texts, it's as though you're entering a grand, timeless hall where Stoic philosophers await your arrival, eager to share their insights, challenge your beliefs, and provide solace. It's a dynamic and enriching conversation that spans across millennia. But it's not just about passive consumption. The act of reading Stoic philosophy invites contemplation. It's an invitation to question, to internally debate, and to mold these insights to fit the unique puzzle of your life. Perhaps one evening, Epictetus's words on control resonate deeply, urging you to discern between things within your power and those beyond it. Or maybe, on a particularly challenging day, you find solace in the Stoic idea of amor fati, a love of one's fate. By making Stoic readings a nightly ritual, you are doing more than enriching your intellectual reservoir. You are sculpting your soul, refining your character, and preparing yourself to face life's myriad challenges with grace, poise, and wisdom. Over time, these nightly sojourns into Stoicism transform you. No longer are you swayed by life's tempests. Instead, you stand tall, grounded in ancient wisdom, ready to turn every challenge into an opportunity for growth and enlightenment. In the vast canvas of nightly routines, reading from Stoic texts isn't just a brushstroke. It's the very colors that bring the entire masterpiece to life. Lesson number 5, unplug to reconnect. In this age of ceaseless notifications, endless content streams, and the constant hum of digital life, there emerges a call to action from the Stoic philosophy that is both profound and relevant, the act of purposeful disconnection to truly reconnect. It's a curious paradox of our times. We are more connected than ever before with the world at our fingertips. Yet, for many, a genuine sense of connection seems ever elusive amid the barrage of email messages and news. We often lose touch with the very core of our being, the silent reflective center that defines who we are. The Stoics, though they lived in a time devoid of smartphones and social media, deeply understood the value of solitude and introspection. They recognized that true clarity doesn't emerge from constant engagement, but from moments of deliberate withdrawal. It's in the quiet spaces between our actions that we often find the most profound insights. Imagine a serene lake, its waters still. Each of our daily distractions is like a stone thrown into this lake, creating ripples and disturbing its tranquility. By evening, if we've thrown too many stones, the water becomes turbulent, mirroring the chaos of our minds. The act of disconnecting is like giving this lake a chance to return to its serene state. Now, this isn't an advocacy for complete detachment or shunning technology. Instead, it's about intentional disengagement. Perhaps it's turning off your phone an hour before bed, allowing the digital noise to fade and making space for quiet reflection. Maybe it's a few moments spent looking out of the window, observing the world without the lens of filters and pixels. As you immerse in this act of disconnection, you begin a deeper, more profound journey of reconnection with your innermost thoughts and emotions, with the rhythm of your breath, with the simplicity of existence. Remember the times when joy was found, not in a screen's glow, but in the pages of a gripping book, the soft strumming of a guitar, or a heart-to-heart conversation with a loved one. The Stoics championed this kind of reconnection. Marcus Aurelius often spoke of retreating into oneself, and Seneca, in his letters, extolled the virtues of solitude and self-reflection. They realized that in disconnecting from external distractions, we find a bridge to our inner world. Every evening, as you consciously choose to disconnect, you're not just taking a break from the digital world, you're embarking on a sacred journey back to yourself. It's a pilgrimage where each step away from the noise is a step closer to your core, a space of peace, wisdom, and unadulterated joy. Incorporate this practice into your nightly ritual, and you'll discover that in the heart of disconnection lies the most profound connection of all, the one with your very soul. You begin to understand that you're not just a drop lost in the vast ocean of digital information, but a boundless ocean in this tiny digital drop. And in this realization, you find freedom, clarity, and an inexhaustible wellspring of joy. Lesson number 6. Let go of what you can't control. As night blankets the world, casting shadows and ushering in a realm of stars and dreams, there's a subtle invitation for us all, one that the Stoics fervently endorsed: the art of releasing things, events, and outcomes beyond our control. The core of Stoic philosophy lies in a deep understanding of control, discerning what's within our purview and what isn't. Life, with all its unpredictability, throws a myriad of scenarios our way. Some we influence, many we don't. Clinging to things beyond our control is like trying to catch the wind in a net, futile and frustrating. Consider the might of the universe its vastness and grandeur. Stars being born and dying, galaxies spinning in their cosmic dance. And here, on our tiny blue dot, we are often overwhelmed by circumstances, both significant and trivial. Epictetus once elegantly said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." In this wisdom lies the path to inner peace. Imagine holding on to a balloon representing your worries, anxieties, and the outcomes you wish you could dictate. The tighter you grip, the more it strains against you. Now, what if you could just let it go? Watch it float away, carried by the winds of acceptance and understanding, rising higher until it's but a speck in the vast sky of existence. That's the essence of releasing. Every evening, as you wind down, it's an opportunity to mentally and emotionally go through the events of the day, recognizing where you did your best and also identifying what's not in your hands. Maybe it's the outcome of an important meeting, the reaction of a friend to something you said, or the ever-changing state of the world. By acknowledging and releasing these, you gift yourself tranquility and the freedom to focus on where you can genuinely make a difference. This nightly act of release is therapeutic. It's like unburdening your soul, allowing it to be light and unencumbered. With time, this practice morphs from a nightly ritual into a living philosophy. No longer are you swayed by every wind of external change. Instead, you become the eye of the storm calm, centered and in harmony, regardless of the chaos that may rage outside. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the impermanence of things and our fleeting place within the universe. His words serve as a poignant reminder of the futility of clinging to what's beyond us. By internalizing this, nights become not just a rest for the body, but a sanctuary for the soul, a space where we acknowledge, accept, and let go. As you make this a part of your nightly routine, you'll find mornings greeting you with renewed vigor, clarity, and an unshakable peace, knowing that you're in harmony with the natural order of things, acting where you can and gracefully releasing where you cannot. In this balance lies the epitome of Stoic wisdom and serenity. Lesson number 7. Set your intentions for tomorrow. As the velvety curtain of night descends, a realm of possibility emerges, paving the way for a fresh dawn. But to truly harness the power of a new day, the Stoics believed in the art of setting intentions. Intentions are more than mere tasks. They are the compass by which our inner spirit navigates the North Star of our innermost aspirations. While the world today races after goals, targets, and quantifiable achievements, the Stoic perspective beckons us to a deeper, more profound ritual. It's not just about ticking boxes or racing through to-do lists. It's about grounding ourselves in our core values, aligning our actions with our principles, and approaching each day with a clarity of purpose. Imagine a ship setting sail without a defined course, driven by the whims of the wind and the tides. It might drift aimlessly or even crash upon unforeseen shores. The intentions we set are akin to charting a course for the ship, ensuring its journey aligns with its desired destination. Each night, as you pause to contemplate the morrow, it's an opportunity to ask, what virtue do I wish to embody? What values do I want to manifest through my actions? Maybe it's the Stoic ideal of courage, facing a challenging situation head-on. Perhaps it's wisdom, choosing to listen more and speak less in a heated debate. Or it could be justice, ensuring fairness in a critical decision you need to make. This is not about plotting every minute or scripting every conversation. It's about cultivating a mindset, a guiding philosophy for the day ahead. By setting intentions grounded in Stoic principles, we infuse our actions with purpose and meaning. Each task becomes more than a mere activity. It becomes a reflection of our inner ideals. Seneca once remarked, "If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable." By setting intentions, you're defining your port, making every breeze, every challenge, every joy a favorable wind propelling you forward. Over time, this practice transforms not just our nights and days, but our very lives. No longer do we find ourselves adrift in the vast ocean of existence. We become master navigators, steering our ship with unwavering determination even amidst life's most tempestuous seas. Conclusion of nightly rituals. As the whispers of ancient Stoic wisdom echo through the corridors of time, we find that their teachings are not just philosophies to ponder, but actionable steps to embrace. Each night, as the world around us quiets and we stand on the threshold of rest and renewal, we hold in our hands the keys to a life of deeper meaning, intention, and inner peace. But Stoicism, like any great philosophy, is not just about understanding, it's about application. It thrives when we integrate its teachings into the very fabric of our daily lives. And what better time to do so than at the close of the day when we can reflect, realign, and set the stage for the dawn that awaits. Which of these nightly Stoic practices resonated with you the most? Which do you see yourself weaving into the tapestry of your evening routine? Share your thoughts, your aspirations, and your Stoic journey in the comments below. Let's inspire and learn from one another as we walk this path of wisdom together. Until next time, may you find serenity in the stillness of the night and strength in the Stoic teachings.